Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Tiffany, chiropractor and holistic health and life coach. Today I would like to talk to you a little bit more about taking care of your little ones when they are going through the process of their body healing from different viruses, long COVID, bacteria infections, or what have you, just even the common cold. Because sometimes they will tend to have an unfavorable response for an extended period of time. And if you're anything like me, because I am a mom, you start to feel bad for your children, right? You feel like that whatever you're doing is not enough, and of course we internalize their pain. We just want them to feel better. So just to follow up from the video yesterday regarding 1 million children suffering from long COVID, there are some additional things that you can do that I'd like to share with you. The first thing that you can do is rub their chest and their feet, and you can get eucalyptus oil, just a couple of drops, maybe 2 or 3, and add a carrier oil to it, preferably coconut oil. Just rub it together and test it on yourself first to make sure that it's not too strong. And then once you have bathed the child or the baby for the night, just take some time to rub their chest and their feet. Put some socks on their feet as well, because that will aid in their body being able to take in the nutrients. So when you're doing this, you are allowing the chest to open up, and when you are putting it on the soles of their feet, then you're also allowing all of those nutrients to enter in and work their way up and kind of help fight off any parts of whatever they are dealing with. It's important to note that eucalyptus is what's commonly used in Vicks VapoRub. Well, of course, with some other added chemicals, right? So with you just using a couple of drops of eucalyptus and a carrier oil, then you aren't adding the toxic chemicals that are in the Vicks VapoRub. So it's just essentially the oil and a carrier oil, preferably coconut oil. So that's one way. Another way that you can aid the baby or the child is by simply turning on the humidifier nightly, right? When we turn on the humidifier, and we are essentially cleansing the air, but we're also allowing the child to inhale those vapors, which clears up the respiratory tract, and it can alleviate that chest tightness and also the coughing. So what I like to do, and what I used to do, is add a couple of pinches of salt, because that allows the humidifier to release more vapors, and it will last longer as well. And another additive was colloidal silver. So I would add a couple of drops of the silver. The colloidal silver is a antibacterial, antifungal, anti-disinfectant. So when your child is sleeping, they're inhaling the colloidal silver, the water, the salt, which is okay. You can use Himalayan pink salt if you prefer to do so. But that also just serves as another way to open up that airway, open up any nasal passages that may be congested, and just help them to feel better because they are breathing better throughout the night. Lastly, pineapple juice. So if your child is struggling with respiratory issues, chest congestion, nasal congestion, pineapple juice contains an enzyme named bromelain. And bromelain is a natural expectorant. So what it does is it breaks up the phlegm, it breaks up the mucus, and it allows those airways to be cleansed. And as a result, all of that mucus and anything else will start to come out, and the child will feel relieved. You can add a tablespoon of coconut oil to the juice as well. And that is within itself is a miracle, and it will definitely help the baby or the child start to feel better pretty rapidly, and they'll start to regain some of that energy back. Now, keep in mind, this is not medical advice. Always speak with your child's physician, pediatrician, or family doctor prior to trying any of these things if it's not something that you've done previously. But these are just a few natural ways that you can aid your child's body in healing so that they can start to feel better and not feel so drained, so tired, and just the general feeling of not feeling well overall, right? If there's anything that we can do to help them, we certainly want to do so. And remember, there's nothing that can be done with the virus. The body just has to simply fight it off. So by doing these things and taking these steps, you're boosting your child's immunity, and they'll be able to fight off the virus faster and start to feel better at a faster rate. So if they are experiencing symptoms of long COVID, you can definitely do this and continue to do so until you notice a difference and they start to feel better. And just remember, it's a process. Our children are in school, they're exposed to a lot of germs, and sometimes they are exposed to more than what we think they are, and it can be difficult for them to overcome it if it's something that they're exposed to repeatedly and their immune system is not strong enough to fight it off. Remember, diet is extremely important, so what you're feeding them can either help or hinder